Got down to like -17 last night, and so we're gonna turn this baby on. Safe to say it was pretty cold last night. And while she warms up, I'm gonna go inside and get some coffee.
Thank you.
Good morning, we got our warm coffee and we are excited for it. It was -17 degrees last night. It's currently -2 degrees. As you saw, the truck kind of went into high idle almost immediately to get started, and there was a ton of smoke, but that was really, I think, because the truck is so warm and obviously the outside air is so cool. We are in the middle of nowhere at a Flying J, and I looked over because I just wanted to confirm we're in the middle of nowhere, and we drove 2 hours to get here last night. We have another 2 hours to get to where we're going. And just a fun fact about the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Wyoming is the least populated state in the United States. So unless you're in Cheyenne, Casper, Jackson, or Cody, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. And even Cody and Jackson, if you've been there before, even looked at the map, are in the middle of nowhere. We have 2 more hours to drive today. Let's get going. We've been going in and out of Idaho and Wyoming, going up towards Jackson, and we just thought it was funny because we were just in Wyoming on like the other side of that fence back there, and then we crossed over, and now we're in Idaho again. Look at that little Idaho sign under it. I've actually never seen a state with that. You can't really see it, but that's our truck camper. I'm gonna go put a sticker on that little Idaho sign. I'll be back.
Up towards the top.
There's literally cows everywhere you look.
And we're back in Wyoming. Back and forth. After doing laundry, we braved the cold and got a little workout in. Now the sun is setting. We're stopping at Tractor Supply to get a little bit of diesel additive so we can put it in the heater and as well as in the truck so that nothing freezes because it's very cold. And then we're also going to see if there's any kind of like dog coats and dog shoes because it's cold outside, and every time the dogs walk outside, they like lift their paws up all funny because it's so cold. We're hoping they have that here. We're gonna go inside and then see what they have. This has got to be the most gorgeous Tractor Supply lot ever. What did we come for and what are we getting?
So we came for diesel fuel additive, and then I got Carhartt pants, some Carhartts.
What about the dogs?
I can never find my size. And then we found socks on sale for Ashley because she doesn't have any like insulated wool socks her size. We came to get dog shoes and a dog coat for Braden and found neither. And diesel fuel additive, and they don't have the right one here, so this is what we're getting.
Good morning. Last night we ended up staying in the same town that we were at. We were gonna leave and head closer to Jackson, Wyoming, but we saw something really, really cool that we wanted to do, and we're hoping that the road is accessible to get to it today. If not, I'll be a little bit sad, but we're gonna try it anyways. It's about 5 miles from here, so currently we are drinking our coffee, enjoying the beautiful views out our window, and then we're going to try and head over there. We'll show you when we get there if we're able to make it.
There's a Forest Service guy we saw driving, so I kind of waved him down, and he pulled into a gas station, not to help me, but I just have a question for him anyways, because he's gonna know better whether or not it's gonna be cleared or open enough to get there. How's the road going up to Periodic Spring?
Haven't been up there. They usually keep it open about a couple of miles up.
Okay.
But you'll be probably, let's see, it's 4 miles from the mouth in. You'll probably get in maybe 2 miles, and then it's another 2 miles of snowshoeing or whatever to get in.
We stopped the Forest Service guy and he basically told us this road is like a 4-mile road into the trailhead, and they plow 2 miles of it, and then after the 2 miles it is not plowed, and you have to either snowshoe or cross-country ski, which we do not have gear for either. So unfortunately we're going to have to miss out on it. And what we were going to do is the Periodic Spring Trail, which is like a cold water geyser. I think it's one of 3, I might be wrong, I'll put it on the screen, but there's very few in the whole entire world, and it looked super incredible. So we definitely will plan on coming back another time. I guess winter's not the time to do so, but we do have another fun plan for today, so we're not too upset. We're just gonna get going to the next destination. We are just along the river now trying to find some hot springs. All the roads have a lot of snow on them, but I think that this one should be plowed out. But basically once we get down to the river, you just walk along the river until you find a couple pockets of hot springs, and then you pick the one that you like the best, I guess. We're trying to get down there, but it's very icy. We're trying to back up, and then our tires have been spinning. Grayson's putting it into 4-wheel drive, and then we'll try to get out of here. Yeah.
Now that we're all parked and I'm done being stuck, I kind of just want to touch bases on something real quick. We do have a bucket list this winter, and going to a hot spring is on it, but we're going to touch base on that in another video. So make sure you have your post notifications on so you don't miss out. But let's go to this hot spring. Literally need new tires so bad. We're working on it. They're actually still fine for the road, but it's a little weird getting on like ice and snow. So I was just testing the road on the way down. It was super slippery, so I decided, oh, I'll just back up. But I guess when I pulled in, I went over the snow a little bit, and I didn't realize when I was backing up, I was just driving into the snow opposed to just straight out. So we weren't actually stuck. I'm just an idiot.
And now we found a better spot. We're good here. As we walk, we're literally slipping down here. I couldn't imagine it. Woo! I almost fell again. I couldn't imagine if we actually brought the camper down here.
Wasn't kidding.
Oh my gosh. One of us is gonna fall. Or both. Spring from here. We're in Wyoming. Oh!
I literally got that. I literally got that.
And we found the hot springs.
Alright, we made it down to the pools. There's a couple of them right around here. So beautiful. We have them all to ourselves. Grayson's already enjoying.
I couldn't wait.
Then we got the beautiful water with the snow and the ice. And then there was more pools over there, but we opted to come to these ones because they're a little further off the road.
So we soaked in the hot tub for probably like 3 hours, and we came inside because it was super cold on the way back, warmed up. Now we're getting in the truck, heading up towards Jackson to see if we can find somewhere to sleep, because when it's winter out here, they don't really plow the forest roads and all that. So getting to boondocking spots, which we would stay out here in the summer, is almost impossible because the snow is like so tall. So we're gonna drive up towards Jackson, go to Maverick to see if there's semis there. And if there's not, we're gonna come up with a new game plan. It's actually snowing for the next week till Thursday, which is terrible for our solar, as you guys know. So we're trying to figure out a game plan. We met a guy in the springs and he's like, Joe, just drive, an hour this way and you'll totally have no snow and you'll have sun, so it'll be good. And then you come back after a week. So let's get to Maverick and kind of figure out what we're gonna do.
We're pulling into Mavericks now. It's literally right on the side of the mountain. We were just talking about how it's like the most beautiful gas station we've ever seen. Right on the side of the mountain, it looks like a lodge. But parking does not look promising. So we do have a couple other ideas. One of them is to check out the ski resort here and maybe we could stay in the parking lot. Apparently Jackson is very, very strict on their parking, so I don't know about that. But if that doesn't work, we have more backup plans. So don't worry, we'll find somewhere to
Gotta
stay.
have a backup for the backup.
Exactly, your backup plan has to have a backup plan, and then that one has to have one also. Alright, our next stop was going to be the fairgrounds, and it says no parking from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. I don't know if you can see that. No camping allowed, specifically. So that's a bust.
One good thing came from stopping at the fairgrounds. There's a water faucet, and it's actually working in the winter, so we're gonna fill up.
We have exhausted all of our options in the city, so what we're going to do is drive about 20-25 minutes to a pullout that we're hoping is cleared. You can stay there. I don't think there'll be any issue with staying there as long as we can get there. But in terms of staying in Jackson, it's not looking very good. Alright, this is where we ended up for the night. I know it's kind of hard to see, but we used our app Harvest Host, and there's one distillery in the area, and we tried calling, we tried messaging, we tried booking earlier, and we couldn't get a hold of them, so we decided, all right, let's just come. They open at 10 in the morning, so we'll still support the business and stuff. We're not just gonna stay and leave. And then when we were walking the dogs, the owner actually pulled up, and he didn't even bat an eye, didn't even look at us, didn't even notice. But we're like, let's go ask him and make sure it's okay to stay and everything. And he was like, oh yeah, you guys are cool, you guys are great, glad you came, blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, he was like, how many days do you want to stay? He seemed, you know, really cool. Thankfully, we are able to actually stay in Jackson, and we're just staying at a Harvest Host, so definitely staying the night and potentially even more, because it definitely seemed like he was offering more time. We'll see, but for tonight, we're gonna go to sleep.